And this month will likely go down as one of the wettest Junes on record at SeaTac, which is amazing because we're only 8 days into June.
Yeah, meteorologist Heavy Coney's here to share if the damp weather sticks around through July and August. I mean, we're not even, we're like a quarter done with June at this point, and we're already talking about this.
All right, I'm going to show you some numbers that will blow your minds. Are you ready, people?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay, are you ready? All right, here we go, everybody. It's 7:16 right now. We're blowing your mind with some of these stats. We want to talk about what we're forecasting July and August, but let's first start with what we've seen so far this spring. We've had almost 5 inches of rain May through June, making it the 10th wettest May through June on record already at SeaTac, and we are not done with this month quite yet. In terms of the temps, our average has been 54 degrees about there, making it the 12th coldest May through June so far. Now, we wanted to look back at the top 10 wettest Mays through Junes at SeaTac. 7 out of 10 of those turned drier than average for July and August. So the summer kind of flipped that pattern from wet to drier. We also looked at the top 10 coldest Mays through Junes. 9 out of 10 of those stayed colder than average for July and August. So that's a look back. What are we thinking the most likely outcome is going to be, okay? So we look at our forecasts from the Climate Prediction Center. They're the agency in the U.S. They make their official forecast for long-range models. We're expecting drier than normal weather across the Pacific Northwest, especially out into eastern Washington. So this drier than average forecast backs up the data that we've been looking at, these historical numbers. We're also expecting warmer than normal temperatures across much of the U.S. as we head into July and August. For us here in western Washington, there isn't a strong indication about what our temperature forecast will be, but probably near normal in the temperature department for July and August. Okay, wow, Brian, even for Seattle rain fans, I'm hearing people who want a little bit of change, right?
Well, I think so, yeah. I mean,
Let's
it's
mix
time,
it up.
right? Like, you need to have at least a couple of dry months in there before we get back to the wet season again. But it's good. That's good to see there. So bottom line is potentially we're going to be drier than normal here the next 2 months. And we're going to be right around average the next 2 months, or maybe even a little cooler than average the next 2 months. We can handle that, I think. Let's get to it, folks. Take a look right now here at your temperature. We're at 56 in Tacoma. This is our Narrows Bridge camera. We were seeing some blue sky down there a little bit earlier, but the clouds have filled in, at least from this angle. Still seeing a few light showers along the Olympic Peninsula over the Olympics. We are dry, though, along the I-5 corridor, and current temperatures are in the 50s for the most part here on the west side of the Cascades. That includes Puyallup and Seattle and Everett and Linwood, Mountley Terrace, Bellingham, Linden, all in the 50s, close to 60 degrees already this morning. Highs today will be close to 70 degrees, and I think there will be a few spots that do make it to 70. Over on the east side of the state, we're going to be a little closer to 80 degrees out there in Wenatchee, but expect mostly to partly cloudy skies. And this is what your day looks like. Not too shabby. 69 will be your high there in Seattle by the 4 o'clock hour. Tomorrow's going to be a little bit cooler. We're going to have a lot more cloud cover as we bring in some heavy rainfall the second half of the day. So after lunchtime, here it comes, and it's going to stick with us through the early morning hours on Friday. Friday looks more dry than wet in the afternoon, and then we're back to scattered showers for Saturday and Sunday.